Good afternoon and welcome to match 25, BAFA versus Abhayam FC. And we kick off. We've seen some tremendous games so far by Abhayam especially. They lost their initial two matches, but they came back quickly. In fact, the previous game with Titans FC, they won it. And with Richmond Town FC, they managed to win it by 4 goals. Abhayam FC have been tremendous in this season throughout. Underdogs for this season, in fact. BAFA, they have managed to really play impressively, BAFA as well. I mean, they have improved their defensive lineup, but they're still to win a single game in this league. Can they go home victorious today, or will it be an easy win for Abhayam FC? Who do you think will go home victorious? Let us know in the comment section. BAFA playing it easily, trying to progress through the game. They have an impressive defensive lineup, especially the goalkeeper here, Ashwin at 1. He's done tremendous so far. MC will be taking that. Can they manage to get into the defensive lineup of Abhayam FC? Ashwin passes it on to his team. Abhayam slowly trying to build up and progress towards a good long pass. Can it convert? Wonderfully taken by Abhayam FC here. We have seen tremendous players, in fact, previously. Peter at the attack. He's been at the helm of affairs for Abhayam FC. Suhas at 19, jersey number. Tremendously done. They have in fact changed a few of their strategies. The captain for this game is Tejas at 24, jersey number. We will look to see how the game really unfolds here. If you're tuned in now, this is match 25. Abhayam FC versus BAFA. Let us know who do you think will go home victorious today. Can BAFA put it into that penalty box? Wonderfully done so far. A good attempt at that 18-yard box. A good start for BAFA. Such an impressive progress towards the game. Can they turn the tables? Can they go home victorious? This would be their first match if they manage to go home victorious this time at the NBL 11 side season 2. It goes. BAFA in fact have been playing quite good. Only the early minutes of the game they have managed to score some shots into that 18-yard box. That is tremendous effort by BAFA. Abhayam in control. A good opportunity for Abhayam FC at the early minutes of the game. These mistakes can prove to be very costly for BAFA. They will look to play very easy, slow. Can Abhayam make the most out of this opportunity? Defended well by BAFA. A wonderful attempt at a counter attack, but wasting no time, going with that throw in. Intercepted well by Abhayam FC. BAFA being very cautious in game. Every attempt that the ball comes into their defensive lineup, they deflect it. Can Abhayam make it into that penalty box? A good interception here by BAFA. Taken control. Intercepted well by Abhayam FC. Dinesh, well, wonderfully played. Jeremy with the ball, passes it on to his team. A good attempt and an opportunity there, but taken easily by Ashwin of BAFA. It's been impressive how both teams here are battling it out for that ball. BAFA has been quite impressive, in fact. In only the early minutes of the game, they managed to get that ball into that 18-yard box. They're not a team that will lose without a battle, and that is what they're doing here. They will look to turn the tables around. They will look to go home victorious. This could be their first victory of the season, and that is something that they need. Can BAFA go home victorious today? Tejas will be taking that. A good pass there, wonderfully done, and that is there. A wonderful attempt here by Tejas. In fact, we have seen even in the previous game how these offsides can hamper the progress of the game, of the team. In fact, in the previous game we saw the offsides affect Titans, and this time it is Abhayam here. Abhayam in possession of the ball. Intercepted well by BAFA here. Intercepted again by Abhayam. Can they put it into that penalty box? Peter with the ball trying to take it. And off it goes. Good interception by BAFA. Good spatial awareness there. Passed it on to his team. Ankit Reddy had 10. Intercepted again by Abhayam FC. Taken by Peter. Passed it on to his team again. Peter. Can they put way off the goalpost? An attempt at shot at that 18-yard box. They would like to go into that box actually, and in that defensive lineup, a much better opportunity at putting that ball into that penalty box. Abhayam FC trying to take possession of the ball. Very well done by Ankit. And that is again called by good save by Ashwin here. Ashwin impressively at the defensive line for BAFA, the goalkeeper. Can BAFA make it into that penalty box? Intercepted by Abhayam FC. Had no team member to pass it on. They were too slow on the feet. Abhayam is proving to be very quick. BAFA really need to up their game. A good opportunity, but for BAFA now with that corner kick, they will look to make the most out of this opportunity given to them. Can they convert it into a goal? Wonderfully deflected by Abhayam FC. Tarat with the ball here. Number 23 passes it on to his team. Playing it very slow, but they are steadily making progress into the defensive lineup. An opportunity for Abhayam, but too hastily taken. The long shots from that 18-yard box is way off the goalpost. They will look to make steady progress into that penalty, into that 18-yard box, and take the shots. This will definitely give them more opportunity to put it into that box and the goalpost. A quick short water break here. Some steady progress making by Abhayam FC. In the first 15 of the minutes of the game, we saw some really good shots taken by Abhayam at the 18-yard box. They will look to keep that momentum going and break into their defensive lineup. An offside by call by the ref here. This is match number 25, Abhayam FC versus BAFA, and we are at the HAL stadium here. We have a very pleasant weather today. Both teams really battling it out easy. The weather is definitely not something that the players need to be worried about. No chances of rain, and the temperature is fairly easy as well on the players. Something that they will look to make the most out of. BAFA with the ball, playing it easy. Taken by Abhayam FC. Now had 23 with the ball. Pass it on to his team member. Jude at 4. Trying to go past the midfield here. A good attempt at a cross, but deflected by BAFA. Abhayam has had good control over the ball. And BAFA has been tremendous in the defensive lineup so far, not letting any goal go past them, giving a wonderful fight to them. Can they make the most out of this opportunity? A good long kick pass. Intercepted by BAFA. Can he convert that? Ankit Reddy. And a good attempt there. Wonderfully done, but good defensive by Abhayam FC. Pranav, it was. At 23. Without any fear. Stood as a wall there. Wonderfully done. Good opportunity for BAFA to make the most out of. Can they make it into that penalty box? Intercepted well by Abhayam FC. Peter with the ball. Intercepted again by BAFA. Wonderfully done by both teams here. Peter with the ball. Can he get it past that 18-yard box? Wonderful opportunity for Abhayam FC. A good call by the ref here. They just will be taking it. Can he make the most out of this? What do you think will happen? A good pass. Easy game, but wonderfully defended by BAFA here. BAFA will look to go home victorious. They have lost their previous 4 matches. Abhayam is just in form. They've won their previous match with Titans and Richmond Town FC. And they will look to make the most out of this. It's tremendous how BAFA has, in fact, played on an attack with Abhayam FC here. Tremendous game. Ashish with the ball. Can he make it? Deflected by BAFA. Wonderful here defense by BAFA. Abhayam has slowly progressed into that defensive lineup. From taking those shots at that 18-yard box to going deeper there. Slow progression. Another corner. Can they make the most out of this? Deflected by BAFA again. Another corner for Abhayam FC here. It's tremendous how BAFA has been at the defensive lineup, but they will have to really push the ball into the other side of this pitch and get it into attack. These opportunities for Abhayam may prove to be very costly for BAFA. Can they get it this time? Wonderfully done there. Wonderfully done by BAFA, by Abhayam FC. That was Pranav. Wonderful attempt. We've seen some consistent progression by Abhayam FC. And with just few more opportunities, it will look to put that ball into that penalty box. BAFA, on the other hand, will have to really take possession of the ball and up their game. Can BAFA get it this time? Another offside here. That is some serious hot argument between the players. While BAFA is definitely off this league, they will look to go home victorious. They need those 3 points. They have lost their previous 4 games. A good long pass. Can it convert? Defended well by BAFA here. And with that, we come to the end of the first half. We've seen some tremendous game, both by BAFA and Abhayam FC. It's quite interesting how BAFA is defending the ball here. In fact, if you look at the stats, BAFA has been lacking, but not very far from Abhayam FC. Abhayam had 0 shots on the target, and BAFA as well. They got a few shots on the target, 3 shots on the target and 2, and 0 cards and saves. Abhayam definitely had major possession of that ball, but a good defensive lineup of BAFA did help them a little bit. Will be interesting to see how this match unfolds. Abhayam has managed to get the ball into that penalty box, but they need to get into that 18-yard box and a few more opportunities. It looks like they could go home victorious. BAFA has pride to play for. They need 1 victory. They've had 4 losses previously. They will look to re-strategize themselves and make their first goal of this match and go home victorious as well. Let's see what the game unfolds in the second half.
game others scored, no? Previous game. Yeah.
ಬಣ್ಣ ಬಿಡ್ಸಿರ ಇದು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮುಂದೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು 4 5 ರೋಲ್ 130
I should hold off another 10%, okay? Yeah, does it eat like a lot? How bad is it? How much charge you have?
10%.
Okay, 5 minutes you put and then you can put it.
ಒಂದು ಮಂಡೆ ಕೊಡೋಣ ಸದ್ಯ ನಾವು ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ
Lausha. Score ಮಾಡಿದ ಗೋಲ್ ಟೈಟನ್ಸ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ
ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಗೋ
We're at the we're at the early minutes of the second half. Will be interesting to see how this game unfolds. Abhayam had major control of the game in the first half at least. Tremendous effort by BAFA to battle it out. They have to really up their defensive and attack lineup. BAFA will look to make the most of this wonderful long pass. Can it convert? But right into the arms of the goalkeeper here, Sadham for Abhayam FC. He's been tremendous throughout this league. Peter Sebastian with the ball, passes it on to his team. Jeremy passes it on. Can they put it into that 18-yard box? Deflected well by BAFA. A good opportunity for Abhayam FC, but into the goal post, but another smaller one, which is not really counted in fact. Good opportunity for Abhayam FC to make the most of. With every minute passing, they will look to emulate the previous two victories with Titans FC and Richmond Town. It's quite tremendous how BAFA has managed to hold a very good defensive lineup here, but they will look to put it into the other side of the pitch and get it towards Abhayam's defensive lineup. Pages, the captain, will be taking that corner. Good opportunity for them. Can they make the most out of this? What will happen? A good long kick. Will it convert? But way off. And off it goes to the other side. BAFA trying to get that ball into the other side with some long throw-ins. Can it really convert? And the player is down at the initial few minutes of the second half. We're hoping that this is not a major one as the game continues. Tarat with the ball, and that is another offside here. Tejas will be taking that. A good long kick. Will it convert? Another opportunity wasted by Abhayam FC. A good opportunity here, but again down the drain. With less than 25 minutes. Another offside here. This has been the way here, in fact. These may prove to be very costly for BAFA. Can Abhayam make use of these opportunities? Varun will be going for that throw in. Can they convert that? And out it goes. That is a yellow card. Seems like it came out of nowhere, in fact. A good attempt at interception here by BAFA. BAFA wasting no time trying to get it into that penalty box. Intercepted well by Pranav here. The center defense. A good opportunity. Again Defended well by BAFA. BAFA wasting no time. And Pranav there, wonderfully defended by the goalkeeper. A call for handball, but the referee hasn't really seen it. This may be the opportunity that the BAFA really requires, but unfortunately not given. Passing minute, pressure is mounting on Abhayam to score that goal. BAFA on the other hand will look to go home victorious. Can they turn the tables around? This could be their first victory of the league. And that is the first yellow card for Abhayam. Abhayam FC. Very short. BAFA wasting no time trying to get that position of the ball. Can they make it? Abhayam in control. A good attempt at deflection by BAFA here. And with that, that is a short water break for the team. Less than 15 minutes for this match to end. Pressure is mounting on both teams, in fact. Abhayam will look to emulate their previous victory. BAFA needs one victory at least of this league. They have lost all their 4 matches. Let's see how this game unfolds at the second half.
Secure Abhayam is becoming more hit than this. 21. 21 got the yellow. There's no more hit. There's no 21 reflecting here. Yeah, there's no more hits here also. Shades and no more hit. Spots. But that got cancelled, so I thought. So yeah, what happened? Huh? I mean, I thought instead of this coming, I'll either take a tabletop or I'll do this. So I can take the evaluation as well, but then again, I'll be so they will have to ask how delay. Yeah,
It's not delay, it's exact. So late all that.
too hard.
With only 15 minutes left to the game, can Abhayam make their first goal of the match here? Wonderfully defended here by BAFA. They need to put that ball to the other side of this pitch here. They need to gain control. A pass, but way off the mark. No players from BAFA to support that pass. And we see a change of players here. Can it make any change to both teams here? Abhayam have been pressing towards BAFA's defensive lineup. They've slowly progressed, but time is not on their hands. With less than 15 minutes to the game, can they turn the tables? Near that box almost. Can they get it into that goal post? And taken by the goalkeeper here. With less than 8 minutes left for the game. Can BAFA score that goal? Way off the mark here. They must break into the defensive lineup of Abhayam. We see a good change of momentum here. BAFA managed to take control. Good opportunity for BAFA. And a call for a foul. Not given by the ref. Tejas with the ball. The captain. Peter here and the attack. Can that cross be converted? Tejas again. Can he put it into that penalty box? And they have done it! Wonderfully done! Wonderful! Peter with that cross. And Tejas put it right into that box at the final few minutes of the game. Abhayam have managed to score that goal. Wonderfully done. They were progressing towards the defensive lineup here of BAFA. And with that cross, wonderful done by Peter. And Tejas managed to put it into that box so effortlessly. Wonderful done by the team here. Tejas again leading from the front. Good pass. Can this be the second goal? He's outnumbered by the defenders. Good interception and stop in momentum here by BAFA. Peter with the ball again. Passes it on to his team. Peter again. Can it convert? And just slightly off the goal post here. They are going in that momentum. Playing on that. Wonderfully done by Abhayam FC here. And that That is some fabulous work done by Abhayam FC. BAFA did manage to hold that defensive lineup, but for not too long. Another opportunity for Abhayam. Can this be wonderfully done? Just on that goal post. They're making use of every opportunity here. Abhayam FC is not a team to stop. Can they score it? Another one just off the goal post. Can Abhayam make it into that penalty box? He's outnumbered by. Uh, Abhayam takes control. Wonderfully intercepted there. By Abhayam, he's going into that penalty box. Less than few minutes in the game. Can BAFA manage to make this a draw? Tejas with the ball. A wonderful attempt at dribble here. And another offside. BAFA trying to get that ball to the other side, but Abhayam is proving to be too strong for them. Tejas with the ball. Dribbling past the players. Wonderfully done by Tejas. Another opportunity. Wonderfully done, Tejas. Beautiful. That was absolutely fine. Tejas dribbled past the players for BAFA and went straight into that penalty box. And made that second goal for Abhayam FC. The captain leading from the front at 24. And with that, we come to the end of the final game today. It's been a fabulous game. Abhayam FC 2, BAFA 0. And if you look at the stats, this has so much to say. Abhayam FC were in major possession of that ball. They got 4 shots on the target, 6 shots off the target. BAFA on the other hand did try some attacks, a few shots in fact off the target from that 18-yard box, which was only in the first half of the game. Good number of saves, good defensive lineup, but Abhayam FC proved to be too good for them, too quick on their feet, managed to score 2 goals. Abhayam FC 2, BAFA 0. They've emulated their previous 2 wins, and Abhayam will be a happy team to go home victorious today. Such a wonderful story they have. They started with 2 losses and they managed to turn the tables round and going home with 3 wins now. Wonderfully done. Thank you so much. This is Anmol signing off for the day.